Your vibration will change like this when you live near a true chosen one. There are forces in this world that cannot be seen, only felt. Some people radiate energy so powerful that simply being near them shifts something deep inside you. Have you ever stood next to someone and felt an inexplicable calm, as if their presence alone dissolved your worries? Or perhaps you've encountered someone whose mere existence inspired you to become a better version of yourself. These individuals are rare, but they exist. They are the chosen ones, beings vibrating at a frequency so high that their very presence alters the energy of those around them. At first, the change is subtle. You may not even recognize it, but over time, your thoughts begin to shift. Your heart beats differently. Your mind starts unraveling the illusions you've held onto for so long. It's as if a veil is being lifted, revealing a reality far more profound than the one you once knew.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
The chosen ones do not seek to change others, they simply are. Their existence alone is enough to ignite transformation. They move through the world untouched by the chaos that consumes most people. Their energy is still, yet powerful, like deep waters that hold the mysteries of the universe. And if you are fortunate enough to live near one, your vibration will change in ways you never imagined. At first, your ego will resist. It will try to cling to its old patterns, its comfortable distractions, and its familiar suffering. You might even feel uncomfortable around a chosen one, not because they are doing anything to you, but because their energy forces you to see yourself clearly, and self-awareness, when you have been asleep for so long, can feel like an earthquake. But if you surrender, if you allow yourself to absorb the frequency of their presence, you will begin to notice something extraordinary. Your thoughts will become lighter, less cluttered with unnecessary worries. You will start craving silence, as if your soul is remembering something it had forgotten. Your emotions will stabilize, not because life stops throwing challenges at you, but because your inner world becomes unshakable. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to move through life effortlessly while others struggle constantly? The difference isn't luck, it's vibration, and when you live near a chosen one, your vibration begins to align with theirs. This is not something that happens overnight. It is a process, a gradual unfolding. At first, you may experience intense emotions. Old wounds may resurface. Why? Because high vibrations expose everything that is out of alignment. If you have been carrying pain, resentment, or fear, their presence will bring it to the surface, not to punish you, but to free you. Imagine a glass of murky water. The moment you pour in pure, clean water, the dirt has no choice but to rise and be released. This is what happens when you live near a chosen one, and then something shifts. You begin to experience moments of stillness you never knew were possible. Your intuition, dulled by years of noise and distraction, becomes sharp. You start seeing through the illusions that once controlled you. You realize that so many of the things you used to chase, validation, status, external success, are meaningless compared to the peace that now resides within you. But here's the most fascinating part. Just as their energy changed you, your energy now begins to change others. You become the calm in the storm for those around you. People begin to feel lighter in your presence, even if they don't know why. And this is how the ripple effect of high vibrations spreads, not through force, but through being. Now, let me ask you, are you ready for your vibration to change? Are you willing to let go of everything that no longer serves you? Because if you are, living near a chosen one will not just change you, it will awaken you. The silent transmission. How a chosen one's presence rewires your soul without a single word. Something profound happens when you share space with a true chosen one. It is not something they do, nor is it something they say. It is simply who they are. Their very existence transmits a frequency that begins to rewire the deepest layers of your being. And what's most astonishing, this transformation happens in silence, beyond language, beyond logic, beyond anything the mind can fully comprehend. At first, you might not even realize it's happening. You may just feel different, perhaps a little more aware of yourself, a little more sensitive to the energy around you. Maybe you start catching yourself before reacting in ways you once did unconsciously. The things that used to trigger you now seem less powerful. It's as if their presence is fine-tuning your inner world, recalibrating you to a higher state of consciousness. But the process is not always comfortable. The ego resists change, especially when it happens at such a deep level. You may notice moments of emotional turbulence, unexpected waves of anxiety, or even confusion about who you are becoming. This is because when a chosen one's energy interacts with yours, it illuminates parts of you that have been hidden in the shadows. It's like standing in front of a mirror that reflects not just your physical form, but your entire soul, every unhealed wound, every suppressed emotion, every false belief you have carried for years. Most people go through life asleep, numbed by distractions, conditioned by societal expectations, and trapped in cycles of unconscious behavior. But when you spend time near a chosen one, that numbing effect begins to wear off. You start to wake up, and with that awakening comes clarity. You begin to see the world differently. You notice the small details you once overlooked, the way the wind moves through the trees, the way a stranger's energy shifts as they walk past you. You start feeling emotions more deeply, not just your own, but those of others as well. It's as if an invisible veil has been lifted, revealing a reality you were blind to before. And then there is the stillness. A chosen one carries an inner silence so deep that it begins to quiet the noise within you. Normally, the mind is like a restless ocean, waves of thoughts crashing endlessly. But in their presence, those waves begin to settle. The more time you spend near them, the more you start to feel this stillness within yourself. It's not just the absence of noise, it's a profound sense of clarity, a knowing that transcends words. This is why chosen ones rarely need to preach or convince anyone of anything. Their energy does the work. Their mere existence is a teaching, a reminder of what is possible when a human being reaches a state of true alignment. And if you are receptive, if you allow yourself to absorb this silent transmission, you will begin to change in ways you never imagined. Your priorities will shift. The things you once chased, external validation, material success, meaningless distractions, will start to lose their grip on you. You will no longer seek happiness in temporary pleasures, because you will have tapped into a deeper kind of fulfillment, one that comes from within. Your intuition will sharpen. You will start sensing things before they happen, reading the energy of people and situations with an accuracy that may even surprise you. You will begin to trust yourself more, no longer relying on external opinions to validate your choices. Your relationships will transform. Some people will drift away, not because of conflict, but because your vibration no longer matches theirs. At the same time, new connections will emerge, souls who resonate with the person you are becoming. You may even find yourself attracting others who are also on the path of awakening, creating a powerful energetic field where transformation happens effortlessly. But perhaps the most remarkable change is the one that happens within your own mind. The incessant chatter, the overthinking, the self-doubt, it begins to fade. You will notice that your thoughts become fewer yet more powerful. Instead of being controlled by the mind, you will start using it as a tool, directing it with purpose rather than being enslaved by its endless cycles. And then comes the ultimate question. What will you do with this newfound awareness? Because awakening is not just about personal transformation, it is about what you bring to the world. The energy of a chosen one is contagious, and once you have absorbed it, you too will carry a piece of it within you. Will you use this awareness to uplift others? Will you become a source of stillness and clarity in a chaotic world? Or will you resist, allowing the old patterns to pull you back into unconsciousness? This is the crossroads. Once you have been touched by the energy of a chosen one, there is no going back. You have seen too much, felt too much, awakened too deeply. The question is not whether you will change. It is how you will choose to embody this transformation. The unseen battle. Why not everyone can handle the energy of a true chosen one. Not everyone who encounters a chosen one will be transformed. In fact, some will reject them entirely. It might seem strange. Why would anyone resist being near someone who radiates pure energy, someone whose presence alone could elevate their life? But the truth is, the light of a chosen one is not just illuminating, it is exposing. And exposure is something most people fear. When you live near a chosen one, their energy acts like a mirror that reflects your true self, your strengths, your weaknesses, your hidden fears, and your deepest desires. Most people spend their entire lives constructing an identity, a comfortable illusion of who they believe themselves to be. They cling to their masks, their narratives, their carefully built personas. But a chosen one's vibration is too high to allow such illusions to remain intact. Their energy penetrates through every layer of pretense, forcing those around them to confront the truth of who they are. And this is where the unseen battle begins. Some will embrace the change, feeling an unexplainable pull towards something greater, a call to evolve. But others will resist with everything they have. Instead of welcoming the transformation, they will feel threatened by it. The ego, when faced with dissolution, fights back. It creates excuses, distractions, and even hostility toward the very presence that could set them free. Have you ever noticed how some people react negatively toward those who radiate peace and authenticity? They may mock them, dismiss them, or even feel an irrational dislike toward them without any logical reason. This is not because the chosen one has done anything wrong. It is because their energy disrupts the comfort of unconsciousness. When someone is deeply attached to their lower vibrations, whether it be anger, jealousy, greed, or fear, the presence of a chosen one forces them to feel the weight of their own energy. And for many, this is unbearable. This is why chosen ones often find themselves isolated, misunderstood, or even targeted by those who are not ready to awaken. Their very existence challenges the status quo. They do not obey the unspoken rules of society, the silent agreements that keep people trapped in cycles of suffering. They do not engage in meaningless drama, nor do they seek validation from the external world. And because they do not conform, they become a disruption, a force that either wakes people up or makes them uncomfortable enough to push them away. But for those who are ready, the experience of being near a chosen one is life-altering. If you are receptive, being in their presence can accelerate your spiritual growth at an unimaginable speed. It can dissolve years of conditioning in mere moments. It can awaken abilities you never knew you had, heightened intuition, deeper emotional intelligence, an unshakable sense of purpose. And yet the process is not without its challenges. Even if you are open to transformation, you may still experience moments of resistance. Old habits and thought patterns do not disappear overnight. There will be times when you feel the pull of your past self, the comfort of your old ways. You may even find yourself oscillating between clarity and confusion, between peace and unrest. But here is the key. Do not mistake discomfort for something going wrong. Growth is uncomfortable. Shedding old skins, breaking free from limiting beliefs, stepping into a new vibration. These are not easy processes. They require courage, patience, and a willingness to let go of everything that no longer serves you. The chosen ones do not force change upon anyone. They do not persuade, convince, or preach. They simply exist as they are, and in doing so, they offer an invitation to rise, to expand, to evolve. Whether or not you accept this invitation is entirely up to you, but understand this: once you have been in their presence, you will never be the same. Even if you try to return to your old ways, something within you will always remember. You will always feel the pull towards something greater, the quiet knowing that there is more to life than what you once believed. So the question is not whether you will change, but how you will choose to navigate this change. Will you embrace it, allowing yourself to be transformed, or will you resist, clinging to what you have outgrown? And perhaps the most important question of all, if you had the chance to elevate your vibration to a level beyond anything you've ever known, would you take it? The awakening beyond awakening. When you absorb the vibration of a chosen one, you become one. There comes a moment when the change is no longer something happening to you, it becomes something you are. At first, living near a chosen one felt like a transformation being imposed upon you, like an external force reshaping your inner world. But as time passes, as your energy synchronizes with theirs, as your old self dissolves and something new emerges, you realize the truth. This transformation was never about them. It was always about you. A chosen one does not give you their power. They do not transfer their wisdom or give you their energy. What they do is awaken what was already inside you. Their presence simply activates something ancient within your soul, something you had long forgotten but was always there, waiting. It is as if their vibration acts like a tuning fork, reminding you of your own frequency, the one you had before the world conditioned you to forget. And then one day you notice it. The shift is no longer something you are chasing, it has become your natural state. The silence that once felt foreign is now familiar. The clarity that once came in fleeting moments is now your constant reality. The emotions that once controlled you now pass through you without resistance. You are no longer battling yourself, no longer trapped in the cycle of unconscious reactions. You have stepped into something higher. But the most profound realization is this: you are now carrying the vibration. Just as you were once transformed by the presence of a chosen one, you are now the presence that transforms others. The same way their energy rewired your being, your energy is now affecting everyone around you. Without trying, without effort, without a single word, you are shifting the frequency of those who come near you. You begin to notice how people respond to you differently. Strangers feel drawn to you without understanding why. Some will open up to you within minutes of meeting, sharing their deepest fears as if they have known you for lifetimes. Others will feel an unexplainable sense of peace in your presence, as if something about you is dissolving their inner chaos. But just as you once struggled with the energy of a chosen one, others will struggle with yours. Some will react negatively, feeling uneasy without knowing why. Some will project their fears onto you, accusing you of being different, distant, or even intimidating, and you will understand because you were once in their position. You will not take it personally, for you will see clearly that they are not rejecting you, they are rejecting the change you represent. This is where your true test begins. Will you shrink back into your old ways to make others comfortable? Will you dim your light so that those who are not ready do not feel exposed? Or will you stand firm in your vibration, knowing that your very existence is now an invitation for others to rise? A chosen one does not seek followers. They do not demand recognition. They do not desire control. They simply embody their truth so fully that it becomes impossible for the world around them to remain unchanged. And now, you are faced with the same choice. Will you embrace what you have become? Will you trust the new energy flowing through you? Will you allow yourself to carry the same silent transmission that once awakened you? You will notice that your desires have changed. The things you once chased no longer hold meaning. The need for validation, the pursuit of status, the attachment to material success, all of it fades into the background. Instead, you crave depth. You seek experiences that nourish your soul. You surround yourself with those who elevate your energy rather than drain it. And most importantly, you are no longer afraid of solitude. You have learned that true power does not come from external sources, but from within. You have discovered that the silence you once feared is actually the gateway to infinite wisdom. You have realized that the greatest teacher was never the chosen one you lived near. It was always your own soul, whispering to you all along. So now, as you walk through the world, you do so with a different kind of presence. You are not trying to change anyone, yet people are changed by you. You are not preaching, yet your very existence is a message. You are not searching for anything, yet you have found everything. This is the awakening beyond awakening. This is the moment when you stop seeking and start being. This is when you understand that the chosen one you admired was never separate from you. They were simply a reflection of what you were always meant to become. And now the final question remains. What will you do with this power? Will you keep it to yourself, or will you allow your energy to become a force that awakens others just as you were once awakened? Because the cycle continues. Just as you were transformed, you will now transform. Just as you were once the student, you are now the silent teacher. The vibration has been passed to you. The choice of what to do with it is yours.